KNDY.
A full slate of high school basketball continues state action today. First, Frankfort and Quinter up next. 2 o'clock, Axtell takes on South Central, while at 4 o'clock, the Hanover Wildcats play Lebo in the 1A Division II state championship for the girls. Action continues this evening on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1, as the Marysville Bulldogs take on Heston in the 3A boys state championship. Now, out to Dodge for Frankfort and Quinter.
Take me out to the ball game.
You are listening to the Kansas State Tournament. It's Class 1A Division I. This will be the consolation game, third place on the line, and it'll be your Frankfort Wildcats taking on the Norwich Eagles here. Of course, both teams coming off heartbreaking losses in the semifinal round. A quick turnaround, especially for this Frankfort team. Lost a heartbreaker 42-38 to Quinter last night, but we got to get the juices flowing again and then get ready to play another game. And third place on the line for both these teams here this afternoon. So it'll be Frankfort versus Norwich here coming up in about 10, 12 minutes from now. We'll have more on both of these teams when we come back here on 95.5 FM.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
Bat Tire in Frankfort is the place to go for tires in Frankfort. Why drive anywhere else? Offering a full range of tires, including Kelly tires and Hankook tires. Get the very best in tire technology for superior handling and longevity. Bat Tire will keep you on the road and headed to where you need to be. Replacements or repairs, they'll get you rolling again. Bat Tire in Frankfort, a proud supporter of the Frankfort Wildcats. Good luck.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Elsie Grace's gift shop is in Frankfort, Kansas. People from all over love to visit Elsie Grace's in Frankfort, Kansas. But what if you're not in Frankfort, Kansas and miss Elsie Grace's and really want to shop at Elsie Grace's? Good news! You can shop Elsie Grace's now wherever you might be. Just visit the elsiegraces1.com website and shop from anywhere. Hanging out in a mountain cabin? elsiegraces1.com. Toes in the sand on a tropical beach? elsiegraces1.com. At the pool? At a ball game? Dentist's office? Waiting in line? Shop all your favorite food mixes, home decor, and accessories with elsiegraces1.com.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Back here on 95.5 FM, Jason Bradford here from Dodge City, the United Wireless Arena, and they've been great hosts for this Class 1A Division I state tournament. And Norwich versus Frankfort ready to go here in girls basketball for third place in this 1A Division I. Norwich, 22-3 on the season, suffered their third loss last night to Donovan West High School. This one, a close game. In fact, Norwich had a lead at halftime in that one, 23-19. Donovan West would regain the lead and have a 1-point lead, 30-29 going into the fourth quarter. However, it was Donovan West, the Mustangs, scoring 22 points in the fourth quarter. A few of those coming late from the free throw line, but for the most part, They took control in the early part of the fourth quarter, held that Norwich team down to just 9 points, 15 total in the second half. And Donovan West is playing for the title, and Norwich is playing for third place here. Like I said, 22-3 on the season. They had Braylon Kelly score 14 points in that semifinal round. Brooklyn Sheets had 9 points and 5 rebounds, 8 for Kirsten Adams. So those are some names we'll be looking forward to hearing for the for the Norwich Eagles here later this afternoon. Of course, Frankfort, now 21-4 on the season. A really, really tough defeat at the hands of Quinter, 30-21 at halftime. Frankfort had the lead, but just 8 points in the second half, including no field goals in the fourth quarter. And Quinter, not an offensive explosion by any means, but got just enough, especially from Anna Briggs scoring 21 points in that game in the semifinal round. Quinter would knock down some free throws late to help them win it 42-38, putting Norwich into this semifinal round. For Frankfort last night, they did have Sydney Wapp score 15 points. Emma Hardwick had 9. Hattie Gross had 8, and then 3 points apiece from Alexis and Ashlyn Dollinghouse. So trying to get Hattie Gross going, getting a leading scorer for this basketball team at 14.5 points a game. Held to just 8, fouled out in about the late part of the fourth quarter there. But Sydney Watt's been playing well here in the state tournament. 21 points in the opening round, 15 points here in the semifinal round to lead the way. Of course, Donovan West and Quinter will be playing for the title here a little bit later on this afternoon. They have the 4 o'clock game here at the Dodge City. We're looking forward to this third place game. A quick turnaround. You get out of the gym or get off the floor and everything, and it's probably about 8 o'clock or close to 8 o'clock, and you get out of here at 8:30 or so and get yourself something to eat, get yourself settled back in the motel, and all of a sudden that alarm goes off a little bit earlier today with the noon start. A couple things you probably shouldn't be doing a whole lot very often at about noon is watching horror movies and playing high-level basketball. You lose a little bit of the quality on both ends. So which team could come out and get a little bit better start to this one, get a good start? Which team has the energy from the get-go? There will be a point in the game where there's a questionable call, a scramble on the floor, or a couple kids go to the floor for it. That'll get the juices going a little bit competitively, and we'll see a hard-fought game from that point. But if a team can come out with a little bit more energy from the start, that team probably has a good chance to win third place here this afternoon. We'll be back with more on 95.5 FM.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Planting season is just around the corner. Do you have your Hogemeyer corn or soybeans yet? Trailers for You of Frankfort carries Hogemeyer corn and soybean seeds specially formulated for this area. They also carry Merit aluminum stock trailers, BBK utility trailers, Travelong steel trailers, and trailer parts. Check them out at the web at trailers, the number 4, and the letter U.com. Trailersforyou.com. Give them a call at 292-4166 or stop by Trailers for You in Frankfort at the intersection of Highway 9 and 99. Go Cats!
Call Parthamer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthamer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthamer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthamer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthamer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthamer Electric in Frankfort.
Find your next vehicle at the right price at Lee Chevrolet in Frankfort. If it's a new or used Chevy car or truck, Lee Chevrolet has a fine selection. Certified pre-owned plus new vehicles. They have the latest models with the accessories you want. Stop by Lee Chevrolet in Frankfort if you're in the market for a car, or just drop by to say hi. They offer a full-service department as well at Lee Chevrolet in Frankfort.
JD Construction wants to make your dream home a reality. Whether you want to build a custom home, remodel your current home, or add a deck or patio, JD Construction can handle all your residential construction needs. They are also experts when it comes to agriculture and residential buildings. For small or large projects, consider a custom building from JD Construction. They'll give you high-quality work while staying on schedule and budget. Contact Jared Smith at 785-353-2313 today. From start to finish, it's JD Construction.
Stay connected, stay informed. Get the Frankfort community's top stories every week. Frankfort Area News is a small-town community newspaper dedicated to their advertisers, subscribers, and community. The Frankfort Area News was established in 1991 and is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love receiving news from their readers. If you have an engagement, wedding, birth, family reunion, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News at 292-4726.
Jason Buffett on 95.5 FM. We are in Dodge City, United Wireless Arena. It'll be Frankfort taking on Norwich here in just a couple of minutes. They'll announce the starting lineups here in a couple of moments. Like I said, this one for third place. Which team can kind of get off to a good start? You don't necessarily have to have the lead at the end of one quarter, but if you're hanging around, this is a good sign for both teams that we're going to have a competitive basketball game here. Unfortunately, a little bit quicker turnaround for the Frankfort Wildcats. They're going to have the national anthem here. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with your starting lineups and tip-off after this.
Planning a remodel job or some repair work? Call Mitchell Plumbing, Heating, and AC in Frankfort, providing expert work for minor jobs or extensive projects. If you're needing heating, AC, plumbing, or electrical work, let Mitchell Plumbing in Frankfort get the job done for you. Offering backhoe, excavation, and dirt moving services from sewers to thermostats. Mitchell Plumbing, Heating, and AC in Frankfort. 785-292-4203. Call today and let Mitchell Plumbing get to work for you.
Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, J&R Market in Frankfort is your full-service grocery. Start saving today with weekly specials. The J&R Market app makes shopping a breeze, so you're in and out and on your way. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Freshest produce, best selection, greatest value, J&R Market in Frankfort.
Bat Tire in Frankfort is the place to go for tires in Frankfort. Why drive anywhere else? Offering a full range of tires, including Kelly tires and Hankook tires. Get the very best in tire technology for superior handling and longevity. Bat Tire will keep you on the road and headed to where you need to be. Replacements or repairs, they'll get you rolling again. Bat Tire in Frankfort, a proud supporter of the Frankfort Wildcats. Good luck.
JD Construction wants to make your dream home a reality. Whether you want to build a custom home, remodel your current home, or add a deck or patio, JD Construction can handle all your residential construction needs. They are also experts when it comes to agriculture and residential buildings. For small or large projects, consider a custom building from JD Construction. They'll give you high-quality work while staying on schedule and budget. Contact Jared Smith at 785-353-2313 today. From start to finish, it's JD Construction.
State basketball tournament here in Dodge City, United Wireless Arena on 95.5. I'm Jason Prophet. Third place game coming up. Starting lineups for the Norwich Eagles. They'll start Braylon Kelly, number 20, a 5'8 junior. Tasia Samuelson, a 5'7 senior, wears number 23. Haley Sheets is number 24. She is a 5'7 senior. Kirsten Adams, a 5'10 sophomore, wears number 31. Brooklyn Sheets, 5'7 junior. It wears number 40. Coach for Norwich is Mike Claver. coach for Frankfort here is Brian Ebert. They'll start the following. Number 1 is Sidney Wap, a 5'11 junior. Number 11 is a 5'8 sophomore, Braylee Ebert. Emma Hardwick wears number 12. She is a 5'6 junior. Sarah Fathimer, a 5'7 senior, wears number 21. Hattie Gross is a 5'9 junior, wearing number 22. Frankfort in the red uniforms. Norwich in their white with the red numbering, and they'll go from left to right. Frankfort will go back right to left, and it's going to be Kirsten Adams and Hattie Gross in center circle, and we are just about underway. Third place on the line here from Dodge City, and the opening tap goes to the Norwich Eagles. Looks like a little bit of a zone defense here by Frankfort. They extended out just a bit. Ball on the right wing here. Now swung over to the left side. High post. Face down in the baseline for Adams. Kick it back up top. 3 on the way for Kelly. That one online, but just short. And the rebound tapped back to Ebert for Frankfort. Into the front court. Looks like the Eagles will match up woman-to-woman defense here. High pick and roll on the right side. And then knocked away and stolen away. And then we got a whistle and a foul. Misspoke during the starting line. It's actually Alexis Dallinghouse in for Taryn Parthimer on the starting lineup. But a reach-in foul called against Hardwick. Hardwick commits her first. Get pass over to the left side. Now back to the right. This is Sheets with it. Sheets with the whole game without taking a shot last week. Took the first one here, or almost took the first one there. Adams gets an offensive rebound and a 2 block. I think, Wap got her hand on that one. And then we'll keep it 0-0 here. First minute and a half left to go, or into the game here. Here's Hardwick into the front court. High post for Wap. Swung over to the right wing now with Hardwick. Gross pops out top of the key 3. Too strong with it. And the rebound pulled down by Tasia Samuelson. Both these teams a little bit taller than the average team out there, but match up pretty well physically against each other. Adams in the lane finds Sheets wide open, and Haley Sheets, like I said, who didn't shoot it in the first game, gets the game's first 2 points, or didn't shoot it in the semifinal round, I should say, gets the first 2 points of this one for Norwich. 2-0 lead, 2 minutes in. Frankfort trailing by 2, looking for their first 2 points. Ebert to Gross. Gross will dribble into the lane. Nice move to get to the rim, but can't connect on that one. And the rebound pulled down by Sheets of Norwich. All right side here to Samuelson. She'll swing it over to Kelly. Kelly looked at it. Back to Samuelson. Now gets it in to the corner to Haley Sheets. Back to Kelly on the left wing. Into the corner to Adams. Head fake drive. Gets to the block. Finds Brooklyn Sheets. Her shot no good. And rebound pulled down by Ebert. Her second of the basketball game. Hardwick will restart the offense here. Pass down low to Gross on the block. A little up and under. Kick it back out to Ebert. Ebert to Wap. Now to Hardwick. Good defense by Norwich to stay down and not fall for any of the fakes by Gross. Hardwick on the left wing now. Looks inside for Wap. Can't get it to her. Now we'll use Ebert. Ebert gets bumped on the outside. And that'll be a foul called against Haley Sheets of Norwich. Each team has committed 1 team foul. 2-0 score. Norwich up by 2. 4:53 left to go first quarter. Kind of mirrors the Winter Frankfort game. A little bit of a slow start. Gross catches the inbound, uses the backboard, and gets the 2 points. Just a little bit on that left lane line there, and caught it at about 8 feet. Used the board and ties it up at 2. Kelly finds Sheets at the right elbow. Back to Kelly at the left side. Kelly had a good game with 14 points. Yet to look at the basket here so far this afternoon. 3 on the way for Samuelson, front rim. Rebound to the floor. Hardwick fights for it and dishes it off to Dallinghouse. Ebert picked up her dribble, but Hardwick's there to help. And Frankfort has a chance to maybe get their first lead of the basketball game. Ebert on the left side. Now wide open Gross, and she'll get the two. Her defender went for the steal, and when Gross made the catch, there was nobody else. So 4-2. Frankfort up the lead. There's the zone defense, extended a little bit. Now the ball loose on the floor, picked up by Norwich. Haley Sheets with it to the right elbow. Finds Samuelson behind her. Back to Sheets. High post. Down low to Brooklyn Sheets, but she can't connect. And the ball loose. Picked up again by Gross. And Ebert comes back to the ball to keep possession alive for Frankfort. Good hustle by both teams. Just that Frankfort was a touch quicker to that one. Hardwick gets a pick on the left side. And a nice little back pick. Gets Sydney Watt to the basket. She's going to get a chance for a three-point play. We had Watt set the pick at the high post, and then Gross came up at about the right elbow to set a pick for her. And the pass from Hardwick was online and on target and into the hands of a wide-open Sydney Watt. Fence came over late to commit the foul. Watt can't connect on that free throw, however, and it stays 6-2. Called that one on Kirsten Adams. Her first. Left elbow jumper doesn't go for Norwich and tipped out of bounds. It'll be Frankfort basketball. Adams quickly back into the game, and they just wanted to go over one little thing with her. And she'll take the place of Brooklyn Sheets. Starters have been out there for Frankfort. Hardwick, Ebert, Darlinghouse, Gross, and Watt. Gross catches it left wing, gets a pick middle. Thought about pulling up from the free throw line, but instead passes it away. 6-2, 2:45. Hardwick not closely guarded. Calls out the play. Here's Gross to drive baseline. She'll get all the way to the rim and put it on the board. She's got 6 of the 8 for Frankfort, and it's an 8-2 advantage. Frankfort showing some good energy here in quarter number 1. I wondered which team would get off to that better start, and it looks like Frankfort's got a little bit more juice here in the early going, but now a reach-in foul called against Frankfort. That'll go against Ebert. Her first team foul, number 2. Brooklyn Sheets replaces Marissa Brewster, who checked in briefly. Brooklyn Sheets has her shot blocked and out of bounds, so it'll be baseline entry, 8-2 for the Wildcats. Eagles scored the first 2 of the game. It's been 8 straight here for Frankfort. Kelly with it. I'll pass it off to Sheets. They get it down low to Brooklyn Sheets. Nice move on the baseline, and the help defense just a bit late, and Sheets will go to the free throw line. Cut on the block. A quick spin move to the baseline. Not a lot of room to do that, but just enough. I got Wop with the foul. Free throw number 1 is on its way. And that one rattles in and out. Second one upcoming here for Norwich is Brooklyn Sheets. Three dribbles, pick it up, then 2 more dribbles, and then the shot just off the mark, and Ebert the rebound. Ebert from her guard spot. 3 rebounds already here in the game's first few minutes. Gross lines it up at the top of the key, instead passes it off to Ebert on the right wing. Bop comes out, gets it to Hardwick. They'll look again at this Norwich team who's kind of went to a matchup zone, it looks like. Ball into the corner, up top to Gross. Gross to Ebert on the right wing. She'll pass it off to Hardwick. Her 3 on the way, too strong, and a rebound coming back for Samuelson. Samuelson will be her own outlet up the left side. Jump stop. Gets it to the left wing here with Haley Sheets. She's cut off to the high post to Adams, and Adams will score it. Adams, one strong move, one strong dribble to her left, and then use the glass to score it 8-4 1 minute left here in quarter number 1. Longhouse in the corner, back to Ebert. She'll skip it over to Hardwick. High post to Gross, who shovels it to Ebert on the right wing. She'll drive in, gets all the way to the rim, but too strong with her shot, and the rebound pulled down by Braylon Kelly of Norwich. 38 seconds left to go in the quarter. High post to Adams. Adams goes middle, spins back to the right, and with a little hook shot, knocks it down. 2 in a row for Adams. Makes it 8-6. 25 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. Hardwick hit a 3 at the end of quarter number 1 last night, but her pass off the hands of Watt gives it back to Norwich with 15. Danielson into the front court. High post to Adams. She'll face with 7. Kicks it off to the right side to Sheets. Sheets drives it in. Her shot blocked from behind, and that will close out quarter number 1. Good defense there right at the end by Hardwick to block that one away and keeps the score at 8-6. We'll be back with quarter number 2 after this. You're listening to 95.5 FM.
With text-to-order options, competitive daily pricing, and no route requirements, Kramer Oil has everything to make your next propane or fuel order a breeze. This is Chad Kramer. Our goal at Kramer Oil is to deliver dependable, reliable products to your home or business at the best value and with the best customer service around. Visit us online at krameroil.com and see how we can serve you. The Kramer family, proudly serving your family since 1976.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Jason Barber here on 95.5 FM from Dodge City. After one quarter play, it's Frankfort 8, Norwich 6. Although Norwich scored the last 4 of the quarter. We have Ashland Dallinghouse into the basketball game here to start quarter number 2 for Frankfort. And here's a quick shot for Gross. 3 on the way, and that's up and in. So Gross with 9 of the 11 points here for Frankfort. Seems to do a good job taking care of the basketball. Just 2 turnovers overall, both against Frankfort, but neither team really shot it well. There's a quick shot by Regan Smith of Norwich, who just checked in, but another rebound for Frankfort for doing a nice job of holding Norwich to just 1 shot. If they can get the ball into Gross again, she'll get it left wing. Back to Hardwick, down low to Wap. Outside to Gross for 3. That one online but short. And a rebound pulled down by Smith of Norwich. She'll go 1-on-1. Her shot is up and in. So Smith aggressive off the bench. And has scored 2 points for Norwich. 11-8. 6:51 left. Quarter number 2. It's a well-run play by Frankfort. But just go 1 out of 2 with 3-pointers. That's still pretty good. They got it inside to Wap. We've got it back out to Gross. She'll catch it on the right side. Will Gross. And then now pick up her dribble. High post to Wap. Bounce pass over to Hardwick. Extra pass into the corner, but a good closeout by Kelly. Didn't allow the shot. Here's Hardwick into the lane. She'll draw some contact. Basket and the foul. Hardwick does a nice job of kind of contorting her body right at the end to draw some contact and keep the ball away from the block shot. They've got Adams with her second foul for Norwich. Hardwick's first points of the game. And that free throw rattles in and out. Hannah Stowell into the basketball game for Frankfort. Nice high-low play. He's going to get a shot, but that one blocked by Dallinghouse. And here comes Hardwick on the run. She doesn't have numbers, but she'll find the trailer. Now the extra pass to Gross up top. She might pull the trigger, but instead passes off right side. Now Hardwick back to Gross, left wing. She'll drive baseline, gets by one defender, and gets the 2 points. Gross having a game, 11 already here in the first half. Pushes the lead up to 7, and that's going to be a timeout by Norwich. We'll take it with you. This will be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this on 95.5 FM.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
95.5, Jason Prospect here from Dodge City. Frankfort 15-8. Hattie Gross, 11 of those 15 for Frankfort. And nice energy so far for both teams, but just a little bit better shooting performance by Gross and the Wildcats. 25% here for Norwich. So they're getting some decent looks, but a couple block shots have helped the Frankfort defense hold them down to just 8 points here. Here's a drive baseline, and then the pass a little bit wide and out of bounds. Just about got to take the basketball home with me. It would have or else I would have shot it, but I would have missed. Hardwick into the front court. Left side to Stallinghouse will skip it to the right wing. High post to Wop. Wop just the back on the wing. Here's Gross with it on the right side. And Stowell will try shot. She'll follow it. No, Gross will get the rebound. Excuse me. And Hardwick to Gross. Gross looks for Wop down low. Can't get it to her. So we'll use the corner. Back up to Hardwick. There's a three by Gross. Hit one earlier. Hits another one. Gross on fire here in the first half. 14 points, 18-8, 4:45 months ago. 10-point lead for Frankfort. Don't want to bring up bad memories, but they had a 10-point lead about this play in the second quarter against Quinter. If they can hold on here and take home third place. Ball works in the right side. This is Adam. That was Kelly. Kelly off to Samuelson. Samuelson. They try to feed Sheets down low. Gross steps in front and at least ties it up. Possession stays with Norwich. They'll bring in Adams off the scores table as she has 2 fouls. But we're seeing that lead grow and grow. Up to double digits right now. Norwich will inbound from the baseline. Nobody breaks free, so they'll lob it back up to near midcourt where Kelly has the basketball. Waylon Kelly yet to score, had 14 in the semifinal win. Or semifinal loss, I should say. Now Gross steps in the passing lane one more time. That's 2 possessions in a row. Or Gross has either knocked it out of bounds or tied it up. Halfway through quarter number 2, 18-8. Work on Sheets right wing. Nowhere to go. Good defense by Parthemer. Here's Adams facing a fire from the right elbow, but short with it. And the rebound pulled down by Frankfort. Again, just one shot and done for Norwich so far this afternoon. High post to Gross. She'll kick it into the short corner, and Taryn Parthemer just a little bit too strong with that one. And a rebound pulled down by Norwich. High post to Sheets. She'll face and fire from 18. Left elbow, no. And then that one out of bounds. Off the foot of Sheets. And we'll go to Frankfort. We did have Norwich with credit for 2 offensive rebounds in that first quarter, but those came, I think, on the first possession. Other than that, I don't remember any offhand. They might have gave Sheets credit for that one before she dribbled it off her foot, but we'll see. Gross to the left side. Kicks it out up top. Now Hardwick will get it at right wing. She'll fire the three-pointer. That's up and in. Emma Hardwick with her first 3. She's got 5 in the game now, and the lead is up to 13 at 21-8. Ball swung over to the left side, and now into the left wing for Sheets. Zone defense by Frankfort. Davis to Kelly up top. She'll drive it in. Her shot off glass, no, and Gross comes back for the rebound. Again, one and done. Here comes the left side for Hardwick. Gross the trailer. Back to Hardwick. Pick and roll basketball middle. Kick off to the right wing, and that one blocked and picked up by Norwich. Good play there by Kelly. Comes out at you at 5'8", with the long arms, and that gap closes quickly. Kelly will have it left side. She'll drive to the baseline, and a foul call against Frankfort. No big deal there, as Frankfort called for just their 4th team foul. Kelly will exit as Reagan Smith comes back in for Norwich. She'll catch the ball, left alone. She'll shoot it off the front rim and rebound out of bounds to Frankfort. So 21-8, 2 minutes straight up here in the second quarter. 14 points for Hattie Gross, 13-point deficit for Norwich. See how strong Frankfort can close out this first half. Little backdoor cut for Gross. She'll shovel it to Dollinghouse, and Dollinghouse to the free throw line. That'll be Alexis to shoot 2. Just as I say, how will they close out the first half? They get to the free throw line, and that's going to be the 3rd foul against Kirsten Adams. So Dollinghouse to shoot 2. First attempt of the game for her is up and in. 4th player in the scoring column for Frankfort. 22-8, 148 left in quarter number 2. 14-point lead stays there as the free throw a little strong, and a rebound by Reagan Smith of Norwich. High post into Brewster. She'll kick it out to Smith. Smith will fire that one off the heel and rebounded by Frankfort. Once again, Dollinghouse the defensive rebound, holding Norwich to just the one shot. Hardwick to Gross. Gross. Now to Hardwick on the left wing. She'll drive it in, have it swiped away, but Gross comes up with the loose ball. Kicks it out. 3 on the way by Parkmer. No. And that one out of bounds to Norwich. So if you're Frankfort, you can get a stop here. You got the 14-point lead in the bag. You've been pretty patient on most of your possessions. So if you can get a stop and a rebound here, you might hold to the end of the half. Although if it's a fairly quick shot, that might be a little bit too long, but we'll see what happens here as Norwich will get across the timeline. They'll find Kelly. Kelly back to Sheets. Haley Sheets shot too strong, but Brooklyn Sheets is there for the offensive rebound and put back. So that first real good look on a second chance opportunity gets Brooklyn Sheets on the board, 22-10, 40 seconds now. Frankfort looks like they'll go regular offense here. Here's Gross in the lane, tripped up. And that's going to go against Norwich. Just the team foul number 5, but unfortunately for them, 3 of them have went against Kirsten Adams, and now second one against Haley Sheets. So they haven't spread them out very well. 35 seconds left in quarter number 2. Now we'll see how aggressive Frankfort is. Not going to matter. Reagan Smith will swipe it away and run it up into the front court. 22-10. Be a big possession here for Norwich. Haley Sheets out to Smith. Foot on the line. Not shot on line, but short. And Ebert the rebound. She'll get it to Wap. Now to Gross with 10. Gross finds Dollinghouse in the corner. 3 on the way. That one just off the mark. And that will close out the first half. 22-10. The defense and rebounding for Frankfort playing a strong part in here, and then you got the hot hand from Hattie Gross with 14 in the first two quarters. 22-10 in favor of Frankfort. We'll be back with more at halftime here on 95.5 FM.
Elsie Grace's gift shop is in Frankfort, Kansas. People from all over love to visit Elsie Grace's in Frankfort, Kansas. But what if you're not in Frankfort, Kansas and miss Elsie Grace's and really want to shop at Elsie Grace's? Good news! You can shop Elsie Grace's now wherever you might be. Just visit the elsiegraces1.com website and shop from anywhere. Hanging out in a mountain cabin? elsiegraces1.com. Toes in the sand on a tropical beach? elsiegraces1.com. At the pool? At a ball game? Dentist's office? Waiting in line? Shop all your favorite food mixes, home decor, and accessories with elsiegraces1.com.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Stay connected, stay informed. Get the Frankfort community's top stories every week. Frankfort Area News is a small-town community newspaper dedicated to their advertisers, subscribers, and community. The Frankfort Area News was established in 1991 and is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love receiving news from their readers. If you have an engagement, wedding, birth, family reunion, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News at 292-4726.
Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, J&R Market in Frankfort is your full-service grocery. Start saving today with weekly specials. The J&R Market app makes shopping a breeze, so you're in and out and on your way. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Freshest produce, best selection, greatest value, J&R Market in Frankfort. F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
You're listening to 95.5 FM. Jason Broadfoot here from Dodge City at the United Wireless Arena for Class 1A Division I state consolation game. This is for third place and a 22-10 lead for the Frankfort Wildcats. And, the first 2 points went to Norwich, but then 8 in a row to give a little bit of control to Frankfort. And from there, just kind of held Norwich down to one shot. They do have credit for 4 offensive rebounds in the first half, but I believe 2 of them came on a very early possession. One of them was off a block shot, so that was just a loose ball more than anything. And then they had one right at the end of the half that got Norwich their last 2 points of the quarter. But you take the middle 13, 14 minutes of this first half, especially when Frankfort was getting control of this basketball game, it was pretty much just one shot and done, and that's unfortunate if you're a Norwich fan because they only shot about 20%, just a little bit over 20% in that first half, 5 of 23. So you have 18 misses up there on the rim or the backboard, although a couple of those are block shots. But you get my point. You get 15, 16 of those bouncing off the rim, and you can only control 4 of those offensively. That's still a pretty good first half, especially about 12, 13 minutes of that first and second quarter where it was pretty much one and done. for the Norwich Eagles. On the other side of the floor, just a little bit better shooting for the Frankfort Eagles as they shot 47% in the first half. Maybe more importantly, 3 of 10 from the three-point line. And you don't want to oversimplify things here, but 3 3-pointers gives you 9, none for Norwich so far. And you have a 12-point advantage. Obviously, it's not the only reason, but both these teams have played pretty well. I thought the energy was pretty good for both teams, considering both had tough losses in the semifinal round where maybe, especially heading into the fourth quarter, both teams were right in it and lost it there in the fourth. But for the most part, I think the energy's been pretty good. It's just a little bit better shooting from Frankfort. And then on the defensive end, holding Norwich to just 1 shot. 22-10 here at halftime. We'll be back after this on 95.5 FM.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
When I went away to college, I knew that I would continue banking with my community bank. They know me and they've known me since I was little. They don't see me as a risky college student with no credit. They see me as a neighbor and they'll help me build good credit. I know they're going to work with me even though I'm miles away. They're just a phone call away. This bank gives back to a community that I want to move back to someday.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank Frankfort, with more than 90 years of complete banking service, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Planting season is just around the corner. Do you have your Hogemeyer corn or soybeans yet? Trailers for You of Frankfort carries Hogemeyer corn and soybean seeds specially formulated for this area. They also carry Merit aluminum stock trailers, BBK utility trailers, Travelong steel trailers, and trailer parts. Check them out at the web at trailers4u.com. Trailersforyou.com. Give them a call at 292-4166 or stop by Trailers for You in Frankfort at the intersection of Highway 9 and 99. Go Cats!
Find your next vehicle at the right price at Lee Chevrolet in Frankfort. If it's a new or used Chevy car or truck, Lee Chevrolet has a fine selection. Certified pre-owned plus new vehicles. They have the latest models with the accessories you want. Stop by Lee Chevrolet in Frankfort if you're in the market for a car, or just drop by to say hi. They offer a full-service department as well at Lee Chevrolet in Frankfort.
Planning a remodel job or some repair work? Call Mitchell Plumbing, Heating, and AC in Frankfort, providing expert work for minor jobs or extensive projects. If you're needing heating, AC, plumbing, or electrical work, let Mitchell Plumbing in Frankfort get the job done for you. Offering backhoe, excavation, and dirt moving services from sewers to thermostats. Mitchell Plumbing, Heating, and AC in Frankfort. 785-292-4203. Call today and let Mitchell Plumbing get to work for you.
Due to an influx in orders, Landall Company in Marysville is hiring for full-time assemblers, welders, fabrication, material handlers, and painters. You'll receive an additional 4% weekly bonus for production employees who work their weekly required hours. Landall is working overtime and offers competitive wages and a full line of benefits, including a $2 per hour shift differential for second and third shifts, all-inclusive insurance plan, paid time off and paid holidays, profit sharing, and a fuel allowance to drive to work. Apply online or learn more at Landall.com. Landall Company, EEO Vets and Disability, welcome.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
$95.5, Jason Bradford here from Dodge City United Wireless Arena. 22-10, Frankfort out in front for Norwich. Their leading scorer in the first half was Kirsten Adams with 4, and then they had 3 players with 2 points apiece. That would be Reagan Smith, Haley Sheets, and then Brooklyn Sheets. 22 for Frankfort in the first half, 14 for Hattie Gross, 5 for Emma Hardwick. Hattie Gross had 2 threes, Emma Hardwick had 1. 2 points for Sydney Wapp, 1 for Alexis Dollinghouse. So 22-10, our score at the end of 2. And Frankfort will get the ball first. Their starters out on the floor. Although Hardwick does have a taped-up left wrist here to start the third quarter. See if that affects some ball handling. But Norwich in the man-to-man. Nice cut down the lane for Wap. Nice bounce pass into Wap's hands from Hardwick. And that scores at 24-14. I was just about ready to say the first couple minutes of this third quarter will be very important. Reagan Smith gets the start for Norwich in the third quarter. Her shot too strong. In fact, didn't hit anything. And saved in by Norwich, but right to Frankfort. They look to kind of set up a trap. Pressure defense a little bit more. Darlinghouse has it in the corner. It's knocked away. Ball still loose. And then we have a whistle. That's going to be a timeout called by Frankfort. And so we'll take it, let's see, it'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take 30 seconds, and we'll be back after this on 95.5 FM.
Splash into spring 2023 with savings on your Blue Valley internet bill. If you increase your speed this spring, you get a $20 23-cent bill credit for 3 months. New Blue Valley Internet customers also get a $20 23-cent bill credit for 3 months. Visit bluevalley.net/2023.
Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Back here from Dodge City. Frankfort will inbound right here in front of me, and Wap gets it to Ebert. Hardwick with 5 assists already here in this basketball game. Also, a couple of rebounds from our guard spot, playing a nice floor game to go along with those 5 points to help the Frankfort team out to a lead. Gross gets a 3-pointer and a hit, so she has a chance for a 4-point play. That's 3-pointer number 3. And now a chance to make it a 4-point play and advance this up to 28-10. Biggest lead was 22-8 in the first half. And Gross knocks it down. 18 for Gross, 28-10. That's the deficit. Frankfort with the football score lead right here, 28-10. Looking to take this third-place title home. Norwich tries to answer with the 3 by Kelly, but online it just rattled in and out. They're just having a hard time shooting the basketball here this afternoon. Frankfort is not. 4 3-pointers so far. Gross drives, dishes. Darlinghouse with the basketball, gets it back out to Gross. Head fake drive, and she'll get all the way to the rim. You hit 3 3-pointers, you got to come out and guard her from that 3-point spot, and that's when you could use that little head fake and quick drive, and Gross has 20 here this afternoon. High post for Norwich. They'll kick it back out up top to Kelly. That one's short, and guess who comes up with a rebound? Another Frankfort Wildcat, and reach-in foul in the backcourt. They're going to call that foul against Haley Sheets. That's going to be her third. Frankfort has a little bit of an opportunity here to maybe run Norwich out of the gym here mid-third quarter. It's 30-10. Full court pressure by Norwich just to try to change the tempo here a little bit, but Frankfort handles the press on this one here. Cross-court pass to Hardwick, who bounce passes it into Wap. Another assist for Hardwick. Basket for Wap. She's got 6. And this one turning into a rout, 32-10. Kelly down low to Brooklyn Sheets. Her shot short. And Hardwick comes up with the loose ball. Hardwick and Ebert have done a nice job, along with Alexis Darlinghouse, from their guard and wing spots to come in and help rebound defensively. All those players have about 3 or 4 rebounds here this afternoon. As Darlinghouse and Ebert haven't scored a lot, they're still helping in the floor game. That's a big lead here for the Wildcats. This will feel good after a tough loss last night, but Ebert's diving in, and she'll get fouled. So 3 quick team fouls against Norwich. That'll go against Samuelson. Adams got a quick break, and she'll replace Samuelson here. Hardwick will find Gross. Now Hardwick in the corner. Good patient basketball by Frankfort. Gross will drive in, draw a defender. Hardwick top of the key three, and it's in. Shooting display here by the Wildcats. Hardwick with 8. Timeout on the floor, Norwich. They just can't do anything to stop Frankfort here this afternoon. 35-10. 1 minute. We'll be back on 95.5 FM.
JD Construction wants to make your dream home a reality. Whether you want to build a custom home, remodel your current home, or add a deck or patio, JD Construction can handle all your residential construction needs. They are also experts when it comes to agriculture and residential buildings. For small or large projects, consider a custom building from JD Construction. They'll give you high-quality work while staying on schedule and budget. Contact Jared Smith at 785-353-2313 today. From start to finish, it's JD Construction.
Bat Tire in Frankfort is the place to go for tires in Frankfort. Why drive anywhere else? Offering a full range of tires, including Kelly tires and Hankook tires. Get the very best in tire technology for superior handling and longevity. Bat Tire will keep you on the road and headed to where you need to be. Replacements or repairs, they'll get you rolling again. Bat Tire in Frankfort, a proud supporter of the Frankfort Wildcats. Good luck.
Back here on 95.5, Jason Crawford from Dodge City, 35-10, 5 3-pointers for Frankfort, 3 by Hattie Gross, 2 by Emma Hardwick, and this one just about ready to turn into already a little bit of a rout. We have a collision for a loose ball. Smith and Kelly, 2 teammates, bumped into each other. Everybody looks to be okay. Frankfort had picked up the loose ball, but Smith was kind of in the middle of everything, so we wanted to make sure that she didn't get stepped on while she was on the ground. Everybody's going to stay in the game, and Frankfort's going to keep the basketball. If Smith had been off to the side or behind the play a little bit, they would have let it go, but Smith was in the vicinity of where a bunch of players were. Now Smith will reach in foul against Ebert. That's going to be team foul number 4. So player safety, they stop the play. And she'll get checked out on the sideline here after committing the foul. Samuelson into the basketball game. I think everybody's okay. Just best to make sure. Bob into Gross. Tough ball away in the lane, but shouldn't say tough shot. But it hasn't been a tough shot for Hattie Gross here this afternoon. She's got 22, and it's 37-10 halfway through quarter number 3. Norwich just doesn't have the answer offensively here this afternoon. 3 on the way, short. Those aren't bad shots by Norwich. They're just not going in, and the Ebert's bumped, and that's going to be a foul called against Kelly. Her first personal, but team foul number 5. Farmer into the basketball game. I think Ebert will take a break. Hardwick with 50 inbound. Woman-to-woman defense here by Norwich. Drive by Gross. Gross kicks it out to the corner. So well 3, no, but I think she was hit, and she'll go to the free throw line. Kirsten Davis will commit her 4th. Go well to the free throw line. First one on its way off the mark. She'll get 3. Second one on its way is off the mark. We'll see if Tarek Tana can knock this one down and get in the scoring column. And she will. So Tana so well hits the third of 3. Maybe on a different day we would kind of remark on a little struggle from the free throw line for Frankfort, but that's about the only thing that's not gone right. But they more than made up for it with a 24-30 performance in the Wednesday's game that probably was the difference. Kelly for three, and that one was going to sit on the front rim for a little bit and then fall off, and then a foul called against Frankfort. But that's been Norwich's day so far. That one could have just as easily crawled in, but instead doesn't. Stowable replaced by Ashlyn Dallinghouse. Ball into the Norwich. Kelly will try another three from the right wing. That one is up and in. So nice to see Kelly finally get one to go. You could say that with the lead, the way it's gone. She kind of had a tough afternoon so far, but ball into the corner. Three by Frankfort is short. Dallinghouse couldn't connect on that one. Kelly the rebound. And she'll push it up left side. Find the trailer. Sheets, but pass let her wide, and she'll just have to run it down. Brooklyn Sheets now left wing. Just the Samuelson. High post to Haley Sheets. Kelly will drive it in, pull up from the left elbow. On line but too strong. Offensive rebound for Haley Sheets is up and in. So there's 5 in a row for Norwich, but only cuts the lead down to 38-15, 2:35 left to go. Frankfort in control of this one. Third quarter, I should say. Parthimer with the basketball. She'll drive in, turns the corner, gets to the rim, and gets 2 points. 4 out of the 5 starters have scored, four out of the 5 starters have scored, but Parthimer adds to the 6th player in the scoring column here. Kelly will line up a 3, hit one from that same spot just a second ago. Too strong with this one. And Hardwick comes back for the rebound. Down to 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Hardwick, Parthimer, a little handoff. Back to Hardwick. Hardwick will go middle. Bounce, and she'll draw some contact and go to the free throw line. This will be a 2-shot foul, I believe. Yep. Hardwick to the line, can get into double digits if she makes them both. She's got 8 so far. 0 for 1 from the line. And the first one is up and in. So that puts Frankfort over the 40-point mark. Gross and Wapp will get a break. They'll probably come in to start the fourth quarter, get one last run in here, and then call it a day. Second free throw is no good, and a foul on a rebound. That's going to go against Frankfort's Parthimer. (41-15), 1:50 left to go. Kirsten Adams will come in. She's got the 4 fouls. I guess Norwich has about as much momentum as they've had at any point here today, so they're going to bring Adams in to try to maximize it and keep their best scorers out on the floor to try to make some bit of a comeback, but they're going to turn it over with Hardwick, another steal. Hardwick across the timeline. Gets it to Ebert. Ebert will move middle, spin back to the right. Needs some help. And then Hardwick's there for the pressure release. Hardwick gets it in the lane, kicks it out to Dallinghouse. Dallinghouse back to Hardwick. She'll drive baseline. Nice back into the middle, but misses the shot. Nice move to get back into the court of play. Now a steal by Hardwick and a timeout called by Coach Ebert from the sideline. Ebert went to the floor, Hardwick went to the floor, and Coach Ebert was able to see that and call a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's a standard at First National Bank Frankfort.
I love my community bank because I received personal service after hours. When I was in a bind at a store, I made a quick phone call and they helped me resolve the problem. They were there for me when I really needed it. At First National Bank, they're not just my banker. They're my neighbor, friend, and an active part of my community.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank Frankfort, 93 years of complete banking service, proud to be a community bank, member FDIC.
Back into play from Dodge City. Frankfort with the basketball after the Emma Hardwick hustle play. Keeps it in their possession. Dollinghouse with the basketball. She's at the right elbow. Hands it off to Ebert. Ebert spins into the baseline. Her shot short and rebound to the floor, but picked up by Norwich. And then we're going to have a reach-in foul called against Hardwick. Really no big deal at this point. Nobody in any foul trouble at all for Frankfort. Team foul number 3. Gross will come in. But we need one more. Frankfort does. Hardwick will exit. Ebert will stay. And see how aggressive Norwich is here. End of the third quarter. Kelly will get the quick three-point shot. That's up and good. Her second of the quarter. She's got 6 in the game. 44-18, however. Frankfort out in front. Frankfort with the basketball. Playing a little weave handoff game. Gross will get in the lane. Kick it to the corner. Down to 15 seconds. Longhouse draws 2 defenders. Back to Gross for 3. That one just short. And rebounded by Norwich. Down to 10 as Brooklyn Sheets across the timeline. Excuse me, this is Haley Sheets. High post to that's Adams, and her shot hits front rim, and that will close out quarter number 3. More offense from Frankfort, a couple more three-pointers. Hattie Gross is up to 21 points in the game, and it's all Wildcats. 41-18. We'll be back with the fourth quarter on 95.5 FM.
Planting season is just around the corner. Do you have your Hogemeyer corn or soybeans yet? Trailers for You of Frankfort carries Hogemeyer corn and soybean seeds specially formulated for this area. They also carry Merit aluminum stock trailers, BBK utility trailers, Travelong steel trailers, and trailer parts. Check them out at the web at trailers4u.com. Trailersforyou.com. Give them a call at 292-4166 or stop by Trailers for You in Frankfort at the intersection of Highway 9 and 99. Go Cats!
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
As we start the fourth quarter here from Dodge City, Frankfort's going to get a steal. Hardwick comes up with the loose ball. Ebert will drive in the lane, whistle and a foul, and she'll go to the free throw line. Ebert didn't score in the semifinal loss, but she has a chance to get herself into the scoring column with at least 2 shots here. They did call it a 2-shot foul, so. Ebert to the free throw line, hits the first one. So she gets her first points. All 5 starters have scored. Couple players off the bench as well, so that's 7. 22 for Hattie Gross to lead all scorers here. Second one also good. 43-18, 7:25. Both teams, Frankfort has their 5 starters out there. Combination of starters and a couple bench players for Norwich. Maria Brewster and Reagan Smith have played briefly here and there. Brooklyn Sheets with the basketball. We'll get it off to Kelly. Kelly tried to feed it into Brewster. It's tipped and eventually stolen by Frankfort. And nice play by Wap. She's going to call a timeout as Ebert was in trouble in the corner. This will have to be a full timeout, so we'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with more of the fourth quarter after this.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
Find your next vehicle at the right price at Lee Chevrolet in Frankfort. If it's a new or used Chevy car or truck, Lee Chevrolet has a fine selection. Certified pre-owned plus new vehicles. They have the latest models with the accessories you want. Stop by Lee Chevrolet in Frankfort if you're in the market for a car, or just drop by to say hi. They offer a full-service department as well at Lee Chevrolet in Frankfort.
Fourth quarter here from Dodge City. It's been all Frankfort, 43-18. A short-lived 2-0 lead for Norwich, but that's been it. Take the other, that lasted about 2 minutes. But other than that, Frankfort's been in control of this one after 8 in a row. They hit it to 8-2. And then they've shot the ball over 50% here today. Just no answer for Norwich as they struggled with their shot. There's a lot more to it, but that's the main reason. A nice little roll to the basket for Gross, but she's double-teamed out to Ebert. Ebert with the basketball to Gross. Gross gets in the lane, kicks it out in the corner. Now to Wap. Up top to Hardwick, over to Ebert. Ebert thought about driving in, but gets cut off. Now shovels it to Hardwick. Hardwick in trouble. Tried to get it back to Ebert, but it's knocked out of bounds. Oh, no. Last touched by Hardwick, they say. 6:14 left to go. Now just a matter of how long each team's going to go with their main players before they start to get some of the other kids that have worked hard throughout the season and want to get some state tournament time in. Haley Sheets to Reagan Smith. Smith lost her balance, but I say tripped up by Frankfort. I'll get Ebert with the foul. Just 23% here for Norwich this afternoon. Kelly's shot blocked by Gross. So that percentage is going to go down just a little bit more. Gross to Hardwick. Hardwick. Right corner. She'll get out of a double team. Finds Ebert to help her out. There's a little handoff. Takes a few seconds off each possession. That's exactly what you want to do at this point. Not necessarily a stall game, but it's definitely a benefit. Now the ball knocked away and tie up. It'll stay with Frankfort. It did kind of come back to haunt them a little bit as they kind of ran out of possessions there towards the end of last night's game. But like I said, not necessarily a total stall. Well, Gross is going to throw it over the head of Ebert. She'll run it down, and that's going to be an over and back. Coach Ebert just shaking his head is like, now all of a sudden a couple of unforced errors just as we're trying to close this one out. Although just the 3 turnovers coming in to this fourth quarter, so they might be allowed a couple of sloppy possessions here. 43-18, 5:11 left to go in quarter number 4. There's a drive in and a whistle. Kelly will go to the free throw line. Braylon Kelly's hit 2 3-pointers, but kind of struggled from the field. Well, they all have here. 2 of 11 from the field. Actually, 2 of 12 after that shot in the fourth quarter that got blocked by Gross. Kelly will connect on the free throw. Makes it 43-19, 5:05 left to play here in quarter number 4. Second one on its way. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Watt. Maybe 8 minutes of basketball will be the difference between Frankfort doing this in a state championship game when here in this third-place game. But Quinter, got to give them credit. They played a good fourth quarter and second half. Ebert finds Watt down low, and that's going to be an easy basket for Sydney Watt. I'm not even sure Frankfort did a whole lot wrong there in the fourth quarter. Just the offense came a little dry, which happens from time to time. Brooklyn tries to shoot it. It goes out of bounds. So now the starting five is out there for Frankfort. Or last night's starting five, I guess, Dallinghouse and Parthamer switched places here, and Parthamer in right now. So last night's starting five is out there. Dallinghouse got the start this afternoon. And that's who Parthamer replaced. Parthamer has it now in the corner. Skip pass to Ebert. Over to Wap. Wap right side. Skips it back. Left side. Parthamer tries the jump shot. No. Hardwick comes back to steal an offensive rebound. Gets it to Ebert. Out to Gross. And that's going to be a turnover with the travel. But still, just more time running off the clock. 4:03 left to go in quarter number 4, and we're going to have a timeout called by Norwich. This will be a full timeout, and we'll be back in 1 minute on 95.5 FM.
Planning a remodel job or some repair work? Call Mitchell Plumbing, Heating, and AC in Frankfort, providing expert work for minor jobs or extensive projects. If you're needing heating, AC, plumbing, or electrical work, let Mitchell Plumbing in Frankfort get the job done for you. Offering backhoe, excavation, and dirt moving services from sewers to thermostats. Mitchell Plumbing, Heating, and AC in Frankfort. 785-292-4203. Call today and let Mitchell Plumbing get to work for you.
Stay connected, stay informed. Get the Frankfort community's top stories every week. Frankfort Area News is a small-town community newspaper dedicated to their advertisers, subscribers, and community. The Frankfort Area News was established in 1991 and is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love receiving news from their readers. If you have an engagement, wedding, birth, family reunion, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News at 292-4726.
Last half of the fourth quarter here in our state tournament consolation game in 1A Division I. Brooklyn Sheets will drive it right side, get cut off on the baseline. Three-pointer on the way by Samuelson, short, and Hardwick the rebound. And another one for her coming back from her guard spot. She had 5 in the first 3 quarters. Gross jump pass over to Parthamer, down low to Wap. Frankfort quick passes around the perimeter. Don't know if Norwich is actually trying to foul. They're just trying to get some steals. Combination of both, I'm sure. But here's Ebert with the basketball. Picks up her dribble, needs a little help. We'll find Hardwick up at the top of the key. She'll move over to her left, over to Parthamer. 3:14 left to go. So here's a good 35, 40 seconds off this clock on this possession. And this is just going to help Frankfort get a little bit closer. Now Gross finds a walk down low. Frankfort got Norwich chasing around for 35, 45 seconds, and then eventually broke down, and Wap was open down low, so they lay in. Here's a quick shot by Davis, and hopefully Kirsten Adams, she goes to the deck. Kind of felt awkwardly, but hope everybody gets up at this point of the season, and Adams will, and go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one in and out. It's a tough shooting day for Norwich. Frankfort the opposite, shooting over 50% heading into this fourth quarter, and it's going to be pretty close to that when it's all said and done. Adams hits 1 of 2. She's got 5. Hardwick across the timeline, shovels it over to Gross, who finds Ebert in the corner. Ebert splits 2 defenders, now up to Hardwick up top. Back to Gross on the wing. Hardwick all the way near midcourt. Good spacing by Frankfort. making Norwich chase them around. Ebert with it in the corner. She's in a little bit of trouble, and her pass is going to be tipped and batted around, and then we're going to have a whistle and a foul. I believe they're going to get that against Frankfort, and they'll get that against Gross. Will be the 7th team foul, so that'll put Norwich on the free throw line. Ebert will get a break, and if she does not come back in, she'll exit with 2 points. This is Kirsten Adams. Hit 1 or 2 just a minute ago. Too strong on the first one. 3 on the way on the rebound. Another offensive rebound, Brooklyn Sheep. And it's going to tilt the stats a little bit. But for the most part, Frankfurt's done a nice job on the defensive glass, especially when the game was still in doubt in the first half. Brooklyn Sheets' first free throw is up and in. She's got 3. 47-21. Norwich scored the first 2. Frankfurt the next 8. And it's been all Frankfurt from that point. Sheets' second free throw is short, including a 22-10 halftime lead and then 19 more points for Frankfurt in the third to have this one up to 41-18 after 3 quarters of play. Again, Frankfurt just tried to play keep away and then bounce pass off Parthermer to Gross off her leg and out of bounds. And that's it for Sydney Watt. She will exit with 10 and double digits in all 3 state tournament games here. 21, 15, and here 10 this afternoon. Sheets, quick shot, no. Another rebound for Hardwick. Hardwick and Ebert did a nice job coming from those guard spots to get rebounds when this game was still in doubt. And holds Norwich to just those one-shot opportunities. Hardwick to Gross into the corner. Parthermer will fire a 3. Too strong with it. So well with an offensive rebound. And just more time off the clock. And Sowell loses it. And it'll be Norwich basketball. 1:13 left. 47-21. Got a substitution in. This will be Ashland Dallinghouse, and Emma Hardwick will lead to a hearty ovation from the crowd. She exits with 9. 47-21, last minute of this one, rolling off the clock. Sheets left elbow. They'll kick it over the right side. Norwich with the basketball, under a minute, but this one just about in Frankfurt's hands. Shot by Sheets, too strong. Rebound by Dallinghouse. She'll push it ahead to Gross. Gross up ahead to Parthermer. And wide open is Dallinghouse down low. Good look for Sowell. That's Alexis Dallinghouse. And we're going to have a timeout called by, I believe, Frankfurt. But that'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll come back and name the new players out on the court after this in 30. 95.5 FM.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Heard the final countdown on the bumper, and that's apropos. It's 37 seconds left to go in this one. 49-21. Frankfurt out in front. I think, yeah, we have, let's see, number 25, Larissa Schreiner out there. Ellie Studer, I believe, is out there. 44 is Caitlin Combs. Shot short and out of bounds by Kelly. And then we also have Katie Keller out there for Frankfort. And then Arthur will get a ovation from the crowd. She scored 2 here this afternoon. Ballinghouse has played. So everybody new out there has been mentioned. And we have a tie-up, 25 seconds left to go. But like I said, Katie Keller, Ellie Studer, Larissa Schreiner, and Caitlin Combs out there to finish things off here for the Frankfort Wildcats. 3-pointer blocked into the hands of Brooklyn Sheets. Whistle and a foul. And I'll put Sheets on the free throw line. Just the one senior on this team for Frankfort. They'll say goodbye to Taryn Parthimer, a nice role player. And she'll leave with a 3rd place, pink medal, whatever. Sheets will get the first free throw. Brooklyn Sheets with 4. The key parts of this team will all be back, and they're going to be a tough out next year. If they all stay healthy, all continue on the path they are. Brooklyn Sheets hit both free throws, 49-23. Pass up ahead, over the head of Combs, and in the hands of Norwich, down to 12 seconds. We wondered who'd come out with energy. Frankfort did from the get-go, and they controlled this one. 3 by Kelly one more time, no. And 49-23, the final score here. Frankfort dominated this one from the very beginning, and they win it 49-23. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll come back and have some post-game after this on 95.5 FM.
Elsie Grace's gift shop is in Frankfort, Kansas. People from all over love to visit Elsie Grace's in Frankfort, Kansas. But what if you're not in Frankfort, Kansas and miss Elsie Grace's and really want to shop at Elsie Grace's? Good news! You can shop Elsie Grace's now wherever you might be. Just visit the elsiegraces1.com website and shop from anywhere. Hanging out in a mountain cabin? elsiegraces1.com. Toes in the sand on a tropical beach? elsiegraces1.com. At the pool? At a ball game? Dentist's office? Waiting in line? Shop all your favorite food mixes, home decor, and accessories with elsiegraces1.com.
Stocked with the freshest produce and always fresh meat counter, J&R Market in Frankfort is your full-service grocery. Start saving today with weekly specials. The J&R Market app makes shopping a breeze, so you're in and out and on your way. Open 7 days a week for your convenience, Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 7 p.m., Saturday 9 to 6, Sunday 9 to 5. Freshest produce, best selection, greatest value, J&R Market in Frankfort. Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
KNDY is proud to be your local sports leader. For over 40 years, KNDY has been bringing you the scores, interviews, and live play-by-play action of your favorite teams all season long, year after year. Not just playoff time. Times and technology change, but our dedication to area sports remain the same. KNDY Sports, on air, online, and on our mobile app.
You're listening to high school basketball on 95.5 FM. Actually, post-game show here as we had a pretty dominating performance here. Frankfort, a 49-23 win over Norwich. And Frankfort will get their third-place medals. And well-deserved. Norwich, mixture of some tears and some laughter over there. Maybe on maybe a different day, this game plays out a little bit different. But today, Frankfort was able to kind of control it, shot the lights out, really, and Norwich couldn't hit anything. And sometimes that's just the way the game of basketball goes. And Norwich scored the first 2. Frankfort would come back and score the next 8 and have an 8-6 lead after 1 quarter of play. But Norwich just really couldn't find any rhythm after that. Their quarter scores were 6-4, 8, and 5. They just never got anything going. And Frankfort, on the other hand, 8 in the first after a little bit of a slow start, but 8 in the fourth when they were just kind of trying to run some clock out, play keep away, and then also got some different players into the basketball game. But 14 and 19 in the middle two quarters, and that's where they ran away with it, and that's where it's easy to say just offense. They did shoot 54% here today, and they were 14 of 19 from two-point range this afternoon. That is great. Obviously, the threat of the three-point shot, when you hit those, obviously the defense has to come out, and then you can cut in and drive in behind that. But just a nice job by Frankfort. Sometimes it is oversimplified, and it is that easy. Frankfort hit shots today. Norwich didn't, and then Frankfort was able to rebound those shots and get themselves the win. So it was 22-10 at the halftime break, and then a strong third quarter for Frankfort, 19-8, really salted things away for this 49-23 advantage. We talked about the one shot and done for Norwich throughout the game. Give a lot of credit to Braylee Ebert and Emma Hardwick, and also Alexis Dollinghouse. They're playing a little bit more on the outside, but defensively, when you need rebounds, you got to have those guards and wings that come back to rebound for you. And 6 rebounds for Ebert, 7 for Hardwick, 4 for Dollinghouse, to go with 7 for Gross. And that's how you keep teams off the offensive glass. They did get 10 of those, but a lot of those came in the fourth quarter when the game was already in doubt. So for the most part, and then when you miss 36 shots, you can probably give up. That number is going to be skewed just a little bit. So congratulations to Frankfort, third place here today, 49-23. Take a 2-minute break. We'll have a scoring recap and finish things out here from Dodge City.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
Tune in for the auction calendar weekdays during our noon news block on KNDY. Upcoming auction details for Northeast Kansas and Southeast Nebraska. Household, collectibles, real estate, farm, or business auctions. If you're planning a sale, be sure your auctioneer advertises on KNDY. In addition to our daily updates on air, check out the auction calendar online. We provide the complete sale bills at KNDYradio.com for those advertising with us. The least expensive, most comprehensive way to reach all of Northeast Kansas and Southeast Nebraska with radio KNDY and online KNDYradio.com. Tell your auctioneer you want the power of radio working to your best advantage. Call our sales team for rate quotes and complete details. Find out more by checking out the auction calendar online at KNDYradio.com.
Highland Community College congratulates the area high school student athletes for their hard work and continued dedication in making it into the postseason playoffs. Want to earn college credit at an affordable rate close to home or online? HCC's summer and fall enrollment opens March 27th. Complete the free application for admission at highlandcc.edu/apply. Need more information? Phone 785-442-6020. Highland Community College, close to home, far from debt.
Back here from Dodge City, wrapping things up here from Dodge City, the United Wireless Arena. Frankfort, the big win, 49-23 over Norwich. Norwich just 18% shooting from the field. Conversely, 54% overall for Frankfort, but 14-19 from two-point range, and then 31% from three-point range. Obviously the main difference here, but there's more to it. You add in some defensive rebounding from Frankfort, and they were able to ice this one pretty easy, 49-23. For Norwich, their leading scorer here this afternoon was Braylon Kelly with 7. 5 points apiece for Kirsten Adams and Brooklyn Sheets. 4 for Haiti Sheets. 2 points for Reagan Smith for the Norwich Eagles. They'll graduate Tasia Samuelson, who did not score here today, and Haley Sheets, who also had 4 points. So they'll graduate those two with a lot of their key players coming back. So we might see a Norwich-Frankfort state tournament game next year. Who knows? For Frankfort, their leading scorer here was Hattie Gross. She had 22. I believe, 14 of those in the first half, including 2 3-pointers. 9 points for 10 points for Sydney Wap. So 2 players in double digits. Wap hit double digits in all 3 state tournament games here this season. 9 points for Emma Hardwick. Also give her credit for 8 rebounds, and they gave her credit for 8 assists as well. So an all-around good game for Emma Hardwick here this afternoon. Then you have 2 points apiece for Braylee Ebert and Taryn Parthamer. 3 points for Alexis Dallinghouse. She hit a 2-pointer and a field goal, and then 1 point for Hannah Stowell. Ashlyn Dallinghouse, Katie Keller, Ellie Studer, Larissa Schreiner, and Caitlin Combs all played but did not score here this afternoon. So that is our scoring recap. Frankfort Wildcats 49-28. Just getting started here for the radio stations out there. Coming up next on 95.5, it'll be the Axtell boys and the South Gray at the third-place game in 1A Division II. That's up next here on 95.5. At 4 o'clock, it'll be Hanover versus Lebo. That is for 1A Division II girls title. And then coming up in 3A at 6:15, that'll be on AM 1570, 94.1 FM. 6:15 Marysville goes for a title in Class 3A. So you guys are just getting started. We got a whole day and evening full of basketball here in front of you. But from United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, congratulations to the Frankfort Lady Wildcats. They take home third place, a 49-23 win over the Norwich Eagles. Hope everybody has a great day and enjoy the rest of the day of basketball right here on 95.5 FM.